Okay. Good morning. Good morning, ma'am. You can actually unmute yourself so that you can exchange if you don't mind. But if you don't want to unmute, it's still fine. So good morning, Madam Constance. I'm happy to see you today. So today is our day three. Today is day three of our gratitude challenge. And today we're going to be talking about magical relationships, right? Now, just imagine for some time or for some moment that you were the only person in this world. Just imagine that you were the only person that existed in this world. Now, what would be the point of maybe making a painting that nobody will see? What would be the point of maybe recording music that nobody will enjoy? Or what would be the point of cooking food that nobody enjoy? I don't know if you've ever tried to cook food sometime, maybe for a week, and you're the only one eating. At some point, you don't want to eat again. You just be like, maybe I'll stay. So what is
Boring.
it's
That will really
boring.
be
So you actually find out that life is about relationships, right? It's about relationships. If you want to do every just be yourself, you want to say, I want to be myself, I want to be alone, you'll find out that life will be meaningless. Life will make no sense if you don't have relationships around you. So today we are going to be talking about magical relationships. There'll be no pleasure in life without relationships, right? So it is our contacts and our experiences with people that make life meaningful. So for relationships to really last, right, the amount of blessing or gratitude for that person must surpass the amount of complaint. It's true that we sometimes we must complain about people, oh, you're lazy, oh, you're this or you're that. But if a relationship has to last, the amount of complaint should be less than the amount of gratitude towards that person or the amount of blessing. Most times they even say that for every one complaint, there should be 10 blessings. So before, if you complain about somebody once, there should be at least 10 things to be grateful for that relationship to last, right? So you want to be careful how you are treating people because everybody is going through something. At some point, everybody is going through something. So maybe an attitude that the person is putting up at the moment is for some reason because of what he's going through. Because all of us are on a journey towards perfection, towards getting to our higher self. So somebody can be struggling through something and then his attitude all of a sudden portrays that struggle. So why complain? Why criticize that person at the moment when you don't know the struggles that he's going through? Now, because we most times we're in a busy world and we have no time checking about what this person is going through, what is his trouble today, let me find out what's happening. We just try to be grateful for that person, like to say, this person that's come into my life today, or this person who is in my life today, what can I be grateful for about this person? Once you start being grateful about those people, you find out that your relationship with them begins to improve. Your blessings or your relationships towards them begins to increase. Now, not only does your relationship with them begin to improve, your relationship with your own self begins to improve, because what you give out is what comes back to you, and even what you give out is what is in you. So if you give out criticism and if you give out complaint, it means that you yourself, you are full of that, and then you give out, because the Bible says that out of the abundance of somebody's heart, that's what the mouth says. So when what your words say about people is what is the abundance of your own self giving out its fruit, because Bible says that by your fruits you shall know them. So because of what you are giving out in words to people. You're lazy, you're this and that, but you find out that in some part of your life also you're not taking action. Or you say that, oh, you're stubborn, and there's some part in your own self too that is stubborn. So we're not saying that we should not complain about people, but we should choose to be grateful for their life, because at that moment in time, that person too is going through something that is giving him that particular experience or that particular outburst, anything towards us. So what we want to do today is that I want us to notice two things. The more we are grateful, the more we are giving gratitude towards something, the more that thing comes back to us. At the same time, not only does that thing come back to us, we are also improving ourselves. Those are the two most important things today. Whenever you're about to say something to somebody, catch yourself and ask, if this is said back to me, how will I feel? Or if this particular thing comes back to me, how will I feel? So those are the two things to note today. One is to give gratitude for people around us, because the more we give, the more we are grateful for them, the more our relationships improve. Because if, for example, you have somebody maybe staying in your house, and that person, for example, does something really wrong, the more you complain about that person, the more you criticize, you find out that the more those negative things begin to like increase, like you're noticing them all of a sudden. Say, hey, you have not washed those plates. Hey, you're always like this. Hey, you're always like that. The more you keep saying you're always, always, always like that, the always increases. If you have noticed that, it will only increase. So for you to be able to minimize that, what you do is start being grateful for something about that person. Shift your mind from the negative that the person is doing and look for those positive things about that person and start being grateful for them. So maybe the person is, nobody is totally bad. So the person must have done some things which are positive. Shift your mind from those bad things that the person does and put your mind on the positive and start giving gratitude for those things. Start being grateful. The more you start being grateful for these things, you see that your mind shifts now from the negatives. And once you're concentrating on the gratitude for that person, the relationship starts improving. Secondly, the more you give out gratitude, the more it comes back to you. The more you're thankful, the more things come to your life to be thankful for. So the second thing is give it out, the more of it, the more appreciation, the more encouragement, the more love you're giving out, the more of it comes back to you. So it's a two-way trap. The more you're giving, the more it's coming. So two things we want to do today. The two things that we have learned is focus more on being grateful for the things that people do in relationships. Take your mind off the negatives, put your mind on the positive and start praising and start giving thanks and start being grateful. Secondly, the more you do that, the more you improve your own self. You're not only doing it for the person, you're doing it for your own self. And then you start to beautify your life, and your life becomes more loving, your life becomes more happy, and you start to notice things will magically shift in your relationships. So what the task that we want to do today is to find three people in our lives who are close to us. That's our three people that are really close to us. For example, if we're married, maybe our husband, and maybe your mom, maybe your dad, maybe anybody, your child, anybody that is really close to you. Just pick three of them. If you have their photo, if you have their picture, look at it today. Just pick it up today and start looking at it, and then start thinking about those things that you're supposed to be, that you're grateful for that person. So if, for example, you can say, if it is your mom, you can just say, thank you, mom, for supporting me in school. Thank you, mom, for always having my back. Thank you, mom, for always standing by me. Or for your husband, thank you, whatever his name is. Thank you, John, for always making me laugh. Thank you, John, for having a good sense of humor. Thank you, John, for being caring. So you just take those three people, any three closest people, have their pictures before you. Look at them. When you start looking at them, you start smiling. You start seeing like something that this person used to do or does for me that I'm grateful for. One,
I'm already smiling.
Now I got you. Now that makes sense. You see now. So we take many things for granted because there are people who are really amazing in our lives, but we don't have that time to say, oh, let me think about them. We are just busy. I have to go to work. I have to do this. So today, just take time out. Take three of them, just three for today. Put them in front of you, even on your laptop, even on your phone. Just look at their picture. Once you start looking at them, you start to smile. Once you start smiling, you start thinking, oh, this person always does this. Now you write, because I asked that we should have our journals or exercise book. You write down, thank you, Constance, for being so amazing. Thank you, Hilda, for being an awesome friend. Thank you. And then you do, for each of them, just do 5, 5, 5, right? For the first person, do 5 things. So you write it, thank you, the name of the person and the reason. Thank you for all of the three of them. Just do 5, 5 thank you in your journal or your exercise book. And then throughout the day today, make sure you flip through their pictures 3 times. If you can, please do it even 3 times. The morning you look at it, you look at where you're written the gratitude and you thank them even in your mind, even aloud, even anyhow you want to do it. Maybe in the afternoon, you look at it again, you give thanks for them. And even the night before you sleep, you do that. And then you find out that in the course of your day, you just find yourself being happy. You find yourself just put on a smile compared to going through your day really miserable and frustrated about lots of things happening in your life. So make sure, I want that you should make sure, please, all the time, wake up in the morning, find 10 things to be happy for, find 10 things to say, yeah, I'm happy today because I'm alive, I'm happy for I'm alive, my parents are alive, my husband. 10 things every day to just be grateful for. You can write them down in your journal, and you find out by the end of these 28 days, you have so many things that you're like, wow, so I could be grateful. All these things were happening in my life, and I was just like, so one that by the end of this program, you will see the abundance that God has given you, and your heart will be so full of gratitude. And the more you give thanks, you find out you have an abundant life. The essence of this is to be abundant. So the more you start seeing those things every day, you add 10, 10, 10, you see that at the end of all this, an abundance out there and lots of things to be grateful for. So that's the task for today. Magical relationships, make relationships count today. Even around you, when you see somebody today, maybe your worker, maybe the person sweeping the road, maybe a staff, just look at them and be grateful, like this person is doing a great job. Even tell them, and you'll see the way they'll be just happy. So that's the task for today. I told you I don't want to keep us more than 10 minutes every morning. If you have any questions, you can ask. If not, I'm going to put up the task in the group as usual, and then we will have the recording on the forum as well.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Just try to be there. If you can be there every morning. I don't want to go more than 10 minutes because we are all busy, but it will help us to explain the challenge for the day before doing the task, because most people will just look at the task. They might even not do it. But when you listen to the video, it gives you some encouragement to do. Now, it will also be important for the course of your day. If you have any friends, family, you can talk to them about it, send them the video, they can subscribe. It says that they can subscribe on the channel, so that whenever we are posting content, because I'll be posting other content, not only our challenge, they will be having the chance to know if YouTube will notify them, and then they'll watch, and there'll be a change. There will be a change. Okay. So if you have anything to say? If not, then we are going to have an awesome day.
No, I don't have anything to say. Thank you so much, Bule. I'm so happy. Those things, we take them for granted, and we don't really realize that we are taking those kind of things for granted. So I started the first day pretty late. I started it in the evening since I woke up and I was about my day. Then after the first day, when I wrote the 10 things I'm grateful for, and then yesterday I looked for a stone when I was returning from a friend's place, Miss Same's place. So it was yesterday that I realized that indeed there's some things that we just look at it like minimal, but it's worth to be grateful for.
Exactly. And you notice that the more you start sleeping in a peaceful place, the more you start sleeping with gratitude in your mind. When you wake up, you are grateful already. That you're just grateful to see the day. And then once you wake up too and you start giving 10 other gratitudes, man, the whole day is going to be all smile. So you can speak to your day already, like, I'm going to have an awesome day. It's a very beautiful. Don't just speak to your day and be happy and be smiling and everything.
I'm not going to miss any day.
It's important to practice it, because there are things that we know, but once you put them down, it becomes absolutely different. Totally different. Yes, totally different. So it'll be good that we begin to have a journal, write this down, exercise book, write it down. At the end of it, you'll see amazing things happen. And if anything happens in your day-to-day because of this gratitude, please try to write them down, say so that we can share sometime. When we have time, we can say, okay, because I was doing this happened to me today, and you encourage another person to practice.
True. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much. I'll leave you now to have a great day. Odette, let me write you just in a moment. I can see you. I can see you can talk about your issue in a moment. So see you guys. Have a great day today.
Thank you. Have a grateful day.
Have a grateful day. Yes, that's what we'll start saying. Yeah, have a grateful day. Thank you so much. Okay, nice day.
Thank you.